Welcome back to Lynn's Corner. Time to get your motivational tea. Today I want to talk about self-love. And that's, you hear it all the time. Love yourself. Love yourself. You gotta love yourself. Love yourself. That's the whole thing. That's the big thing that people talk about now. The question is, sometimes people don't know how to go about doing that. I've heard people say that before. Like, okay, when you saying I gotta love myself, but what can I do? What can I do to start loving myself? You first need to look at the things that you are doing that show you that you may not love yourself the way that you should. You gotta first check out your behaviors and your thought processes. What are your behaviors? Are you the type of person that allows yourself to get disrespected? And when I say disrespected, it could even be something small. It could be something as small as you went to the store and instead of giving you $1.10 back, they gave you $1.05 back. And if you're a person who doesn't really want to make any waves, or you don't really want to stand up for yourself, or you say, oh, it's not even worth it, you're just going to let that 5 cents go. I'm not worried about this. It's just 5 cents. I don't feel like going back in there anyway. Plus, it's not that big of a deal. Actually, it is that big of a deal because you're being slighted. You are owed that 5 cents. Sounds small. Sounds like, oh, that don't have nothing to do with loving myself. But it does. When you go out with friends, you're having a good time, you're staying out late, and then you're like, you know what, I really need to get home. I really need to get home. You tell your friends, hey, I need to go home. I really should go home now. No, stay out a little bit longer. No, I really need to go home. Stay out a little bit longer. And you stay out a little bit longer to appease the friends, but you know that you need and want. Even if you don't need to, you want to leave and go home. Appeasing others over your own wants, it's an area of lack of self-love there. It may not be major. See, these are the little things that people miss. You can do some major things that people see. If you're in a relationship and you're getting treated like trash, or you're getting abused, or you're not taking care of yourself, you're overeating, or you're overindulging in alcohol. Though all of those things are blatant things that tell you, hey, that person they don't have much self-love. They don't really care too much about themselves. You could see that. But these small things that I'm telling you about, they add up. They add up. And those are the small things that chip away on the inside. They chip away at you. Dang, I should have went ahead on and left. I should have left when I first wanted to leave. But you let people convince you to stay. You know why? Because somewhere in there, inside of you, is some people pleasing. And we can't be pleasing ourselves and pleasing others at the same time. It just can't happen. How do I know this? Because it used to be me. I used to be a people pleaser. Definitely used to be a people pleaser. Well, you know what? I don't really want them to get upset. I don't really want them to get too mad. So I'm going to go ahead on and stay this extra hour. Or I'm going to go ahead on and stay this extra 30 minutes. I'm going to put myself first. I know I want to leave, and I'm going to get in my car and leave. Another aspect you need to ask yourself is, do I have boundaries in place? And are my boundaries clear to other people? That's another form of self-love. Boundaries. And see that example of leaving when you want to leave instead of when your friends want you to leave. That's a boundary issue. You get there, you say, hey, guess what? I can go out with you all the night, but I'm leaving at 8 o'clock. Now, if you want to stay past 8 o'clock, that's fine. But if a friend is trying to get you to stay past 8 o'clock because they just want you to stay, no. I said 8 o'clock was my time, and that's what time I'm going to leave. So we also got to evaluate our boundaries. And are the boundaries clear? And do we let people bend and flex our boundaries? Do we allow that to happen? If so, you might want to check your self-love. So just check your self-love gauge. That's what you want to do. Check your self-love gauge. What are some small things that you're doing that might indicate to yourself, you know what? My self-love might not be as strong as it needs to be. That's the first step you take in trying to fix yourself in the area of self-love. Tomorrow we're going to give you more tips, or you're going to get more tips from me on how you can increase your self-love. The first thing is, like I said today, look at the areas in your life where you're just letting little things slide, letting your boundaries get pushed back and forth, or not having any boundaries at all, or letting someone else dictate whether or not you enforce your boundaries. Look at those things. That's the first thing you can do. And tomorrow, I'll give you some more tips. Thank you for coming to Land's Corner. See you soon.